We have a couple of blokes in the studio this morning who go back a little bit further than last Friday, back to 1973 actually, when they first started playing music together, and the story has sort of unfolded since then in such a beautiful way. The guys from Anvil are in.
And I've just seen a photo that is of Rob from Anvil, the drummer in Anvil, standing up at his drum kit in front of 72,000 people just a couple of weeks ago in Canada when you guys opened for AC/DC.
Yeah.
Mad.
A little bit different to some of the...
Still there. I'm still there.
What was going through your head when you stood up and got to play in front of that audience?
Well, I was loving every minute, but when that moment happened, that picture Lindsay's talking about, I just said to myself, I'm really living the dream. Mm-hmm. This is really living it.
Because in the doco, like when I said you hadn't found success, what I meant was
take
that...
it back, Rob.
Yeah, I do take it back. But what I meant was that there are points in the film where you guys considered breaking up, and understandably so, because there are a lot of challenges to people.
That's not true.
It's
more.
The only thing that you can threaten each other with is that.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's what it really is. It's your only.
So it was never on the table.
Not really. No, there's threats. There's threats. It's the way that you get your way.
In our entire friendship, we've had only half a dozen possibly disagreements or major kind of blowouts, and they just happen to capture a couple on film.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stress at that time.
Of course.
Which created
Tiziana, the tour manager that we actually had at that point, caused so much turmoil. Financial turmoil. Like we were in recording that album, she had booked up a number of shows in South America that the deposits and so forth were to help pay for our recording sessions. As it turned out, it all fell through.
Yeah.
So there we are going.
We're in England.
We're in England trying to pay Chris Tangarides for his work, but we haven't got money.
What was amazing to see, though, is that your family and your friends who grouped around you at this time, and who, I'm sure have probably had to do it in the past as well, knowing that there may not be a reimbursement at the end of it, or there may be, but there's a lot of faith in you guys from the people around you as well.
Absolutely. I mean, my sister is totally amazing, but she's always had a big heart and belief in what I've been doing. Probably out of my entire family, her the most.
And we have paid her back.
Yeah. Well done, Rob.
and we were talking about you guys staying true and not selling out, and always, it's all about the music and about the metal, and true to your word, you've come in and you're wearing, it looks like the same bum bags, or fanny packs as you would call them, that you wore in the movie, these around your waist.
Well, it's our ways of being koalas and joeys.
You've got your own
I've got many of them. This is like a downgraded version.
Look, can I ask you one thing? And there are a lot of people who are probably listening to this who are in bands or want to join bands, who are scared about the music industry, scared about
and so they should be.
Yeah, and understandably, and you do get that feeling that there are a lot of jackals out there even from watching the Anvil film.
Bottom feeders.
Yeah, but what is the piece of advice that when people say, look, I just don't think I can go on with my music or with my band or even with my whatever your dream is. It doesn't have to be music necessarily.
You owe it to yourself to fulfill your own life.
Shouldn't quit on
Everybody
yourself. You need to be happy.
Yeah.
It's all about self-happiness. That's what it's all about.
So if you have to work a supplementary job so long as you can get to be in front of an audience or record records, then so be it. It's a small price to pay for happiness, really, because people who go to jobs that hate their job, they sit there, from 9 to 5 and rip their hair out and wish for things that are better, but they haven't got another element in their life to escape through. If you're lucky enough to have music in your life, then you don't have to. Then you have that exit, that way out the back door into the beautiful sunshine.
I call it a 3-letter word, F-U-N, fun.
I'm glad it wasn't a 4-letter word.
Well, that comes under the fun. That's under the large umbrella of fun. Awesome. So you guys are going to be back for Soundwave. This is a promotional tour now, and the movie's all over Australia at the moment.
Well, very soon.
September 10th, I believe it comes out. is what they call it.
And then you'll be back for the Soundwave Festival. And
Are you ready to rock Australia, Anvil?
I can't wait.
Man.
We cannot wait.
are you going to have Juggernaut of Justice ready by then?
No, Juggernaut comes out next summer, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot of catching up to do. You've got to realize that for the most part, particularly in the USA, we've had no releases there.
So you've got
they got 13 albums to catch up on. Never mind adding a 14.
There's a lot of homework to be done for the States and probably for Australia as well. Listen, Lips and Rob Reiner from Canadian band Anvil, thank you so much for dropping in. The book is out. The film is coming out on September 10 in Australia, and it's if you're a music lover and you really want to be refreshed about the love of music and why people do it for really amazing reasons, then it's definitely a film worth checking out. Gentlemen, thanks for dropping in to Triple J. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.